It gladdens Skull to see you here, for it means we draw ever closer to Sonder. Behold the dreaming, our true home. Walker in the weirdness. As I greeted you in the waking world, so do I welcome you once more.
Why do you call this place your true home?
The world that withers is no home to us. It is a fleeting mirage where nothing holds, nothing remains. There all crumbles, without meaning, without end. But the dreaming is eternal, and it has a purpose. The deepest of all layers, Sonder.
What is Sonder?
Ended the vigil, the dreaming began. The final phase of our dreaming is Sonder. Sonder is the moment when we shall become one with Mother's dream, forever entwined. Sonder is also...
Yeah, there's very much the... they're all drinking the Kool-Aid here.
There at last, we will be safe, far from the world ensnared by the weirdness.
What is this? Like some kind of weird Scandinavian sect of the Scientologists. They're all going to be taken away by the mothership. What is your role here?
Believes you may unravel the burdens that weigh upon some of the Theud. Without freeing them from these burdens, they cannot enter Mother's chamber, where each of us must drift into ever deeper dreaming, until at last we reach Sonder.
Ingvi isn't here.
Ingvi's burden is to guard the village of Theud, to safeguard Mother, and to ensure that all members of the Theud tribe journey towards Sonder. She awaits the right sign. When it comes, only then will she choose her fate.
What are these burdens?
Unfulfilled duties, feelings that tether the soul, keeping it from sinking into the dreaming's embrace. Each of us carries burdens. Once, we of Theud would end our vigil and return to wakefulness, striving to cast off these burdens through life itself. But your arrival ended the vigil. It began the dreaming, and Theud may no longer wake, not unless such is Mother's will.
Alright, we're going to go and tell Mum to wake everybody up. We don't get a map inside a dungeon, do we? Alright. Well. Let's chat with the folks, shall we?
You, don't just stand there. Help me find Vilekin. I know that filthy swine is hiding somewhere around here. We have to find him.
Who is
A
Vilekin?
filthy beast. A mongrel who tried to put his hands where they didn't belong. Oh, how I wish I had cut them off when I had the chance. But he fled. And now he's entered the vigil, and I will not let him go any further. If he dares try to harm her again, I swear...
Who did he try and harm?
Senya. I swore to protect her, but I failed. I chased Vilekin from her bedside, then from the tribe. But he still managed to worm his way into the vigil. I need to find him. As long as he's out there, Senya will never be safe, and I will never be able to join her in Sonder.
How do you know this Vilekin is here?
Because I saw him. I tried to give chase, but he's surprisingly good at slipping away in this place. He cannot be allowed into Sonder. There is no place for the likes of him among the dreaming. His very presence would be like poison.
I'll find him.
Good. I'll wait for you here. Bring me his head so I can finally dream in peace.
Easy prey. Go on then. Apparently he's over in that direction. Of course, no map. There's no point pressing M. Alright.
Behold, Walker, This is one of Mother's earthly faces. She watches over us now in the dreaming, as she once did in the waking world. I believe Mather watches your path with great intent, as do I.
Alright. Welcome back, JC. We're on the hunt. Over in this direction? Come on. Well, she said bring me his head. All I got out of him was a coin. Hopefully that'll do.
Have you found him? Have you killed him? Oh, thank Mother. Senya is
I guess a coin does have a head on it.
I can see her again. Thank you. Wait, who are you exactly? You look like an outsider, yet you entered the dreaming.
You could call me the Walker in the Weirdness.
In the weirdness? You? Oh, thank Mother. That means the vigil will soon end, and we will all be together. And I will see Senya again.
You seem to miss Senya.
I do. I swore to watch over her in her sleep, and it has been an honor, but I miss her presence. I miss the sound of her voice. She's so still when she dreams. I wish she would smile again. Have a good sleep, I guess. Thank you, Walker in the Weirdness. Now that wretch is finally gone, I surely will.
And level 55. Right. What's your deal?
You are the Walker in the Weirdness. You walk where few dare. I don't feel worthy of asking for your help.
Well, do it anyway.
I need help. Not for myself, but for those I have failed. My mate Sidara, my friend Bodil, and I went to the Giant's Barrow. We sought knowledge, a sign that we still walked toward Mother's dream. But what we found instead was ruin. Bodil, our companion, did not return. And Sidara, the White's touch took hold of her. She's no longer herself, not truly.
Alright, so I'm going to have to deal with her, am I?
Find Bodil. End his suffering. And Sidara, she still sleeps, but her soul cannot rest. They must be freed from this curse. Then, at last, we will have peace. We will join Mother in her sleep.
Where can I find them?
Bodil's earthly vessel might still be in the White's lair. As for Sidara, she sleeps in our hut, beside me. I feel her. So close yet so distant. Please, bring back my loved ones. Free their souls. Then, maybe we can find ourselves again. Join the Mother.
So we're not doing everything here in this space. We are going to have to go back to the real world to finish off some of these quests, I guess.
Ho ho ho, you're here. Munvarth knew you'd come, even before we headed to the Mother's chamber.
Don't tell me you're Munvarth.
They call me Jansfer.
No? Okay.
Because that's my name.
I thought he was talking in the third
That's why
person.
they call me that. Makes sense, doesn't it?
Where are you headed?
Mother's chamber, where we'll dream forever. Munvarth says great black ships that devour the sky will take us there. But I don't know if that's true. He makes things up sometimes. Like that time he told me he'd brought me a giant's tooth. turned out to just be a regular old walnut shell.
Hey, Dim! And on Dim's list, hey, Neo 3. That is because we have had 2 wildcards be Neo, right? Alright, who's Munvarth?
He's my friend. My raven friend. I mean, he's a raven. Feathers, wings, a beak, all the raven things. And he's the reason I'm worried. Well, not really him, actually. It's my stupid head. Always forgetting things. Before I entered the mother...
Better today than yesterday, and better than the day before. Each day as it comes, sort of thing.
And, of course, I forgot. Damned useless head. I'd rip it off my shoulders and toss it into the abyss if I could.
I mean, I can do that for you if you want. This Raven, he told you I'd come?
Yeah, he talks to me a lot. And sometimes he says things that make me really wonder how he even knows them. When I asked him, he just said, it's a raven secret. But funny thing, he only talks when it's just the 2 of us. If anyone else is around, he clams up like a corpse.
Maybe you have some mystical bond and no one else can hear him.
You know, that could actually be it. I mean, I never thought of myself as a mystic. I always figured I was just spouting nonsense. But maybe I'm actually speaking in mysticisms. Oh, that would explain why I forget everything. My head is filled with mystical secrets beyond mortal comprehension, and there's no room left for mundane
That's
things.
definitely the explanation. Where's his cage? Yeah, okay.
Cage is back at my house. But not here, on the other side. You know, in the waking world. Because we're in a dream right now, right? Sometimes I mix it up and forget where I even am. It's this stupid head of mine, I swear. If Munvar stays in that cage, he'll starve to death. I left him food, but not enough to last a lifetime. Well, I mean, it'll last a lifetime. Just a short one.
You're gonna look whilst make what's dinner this evening then?
You don't have to rub it in. I already feel bad enough. Not only did I leave him, but as long as I carry this worry, I can't go deeper into the dream.
Fine, let's let him out.
I do it myself, but I can't go back anymore. For Theud's, dreams are a one-way journey. Both Munvarth and I would be forever grateful. Here, this is the key to his cage. It works like any key. Just stick it in the lock and turn it. I hope I can travel back to the waking world. And please, make sure to apologize to Munvarth for me. Did you manage to...
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Right. Flight delayed. Ooh, Turkish burger. Okay. There's somebody in here? No. Okay, we can't go in any buildings in the dream realm. Is there anybody else hanging around? Oh. I can possibly drown in my sleep, though. Can I not? Oh. Jump up there? Oh, there you go. Okay, there's nothing over here. Well, what about this side? No, nothing over there either. Alright. So, is that just 3 people? I guess that's the classic rule of 3.
The home of Thrym and Sidara. A love shattered by the waking world. Yet another sign that the waking realm is not meant for the living, but for the dead.
Okay, nobody back here. Nothing back here. Yep, I guess it's just the 3 people we're helping out, and 1 we've already sorted. So it's just the remaining 2. Alright, let's head back out. Most are within the village here, so that's nice and easy. But there was an indication of, like, somebody else is just out there in the wilds. This was the Theud Elder, yeah. Caca! There's the front door. Nobody chilling in here? Nope. I mean, we can rest in these beds, but... Alright, let's just bring up the quest and hopefully they'll point me to the right houses. Okay, To kill Sidra before she turns into a white. She remains in her and Thrim's house, somewhere in Giant's Barrow. Flight delay, there you go. Let's track this one. This is probably an easier one. That is behind us over there. Oh, that was where we heard a crow sound. Maybe it's just a cage hanging from a tree. I was expecting it in somebody's house. Okay. And the other one... Next one over. Alright, let's do the birdie. Because that's a nice easy one.
I'm not dead! Yeah, he says he's not dead.
How was your walk? Right. Integration. There was a car. Car. Over here. Alright, I might actually have to have the indicator around because I can't see a bird cage anywhere. The indication it was... Oh, there we go. Bird released. Right. Brain is allowed not to brain properly. Use the key. Right. Somebody's about to turn into a white in here, so we just need to execute them. Can we have a chat?
The Thrum.
Was out for about an hour. A bit slow at start, but proud of about 5 to 7k walked, you'd say. Got the head a bit clearer. I'm glad to hear it.
Thrum.
Right. Are we just toasting her? It did say put her out of her misery, right? Before she turns into what she remains in her and Thrum's home in the waking world. Right, well. I guess. Can I get a sneak drop on you? There we go. Seeker's armor. What does that do? Now we need to go find his friend who's in a barrow somewhere? She looks like you from the past few days. That's what the lack of sleep will do for you, right? Off in that direction, okay. So the back of the village, back there. Oh yeah, we did look at this. Yeah, it was there was stuff going on back here. I'm not seeing a barrow. Okay, was there a tunnel elsewhere? I guess so, yeah. Didn't we go in here? I think we went in here. No, I needed the key for it. Okay. Do I take the mana potion? Are we allowed to steal from the giants? So what was this way? Nothing as far as I can see. Alright, well, I guess we're just going down in the lift. Just a bunch of dead giants dangling from the roof. Oh, fuck! Go on, boys! None of you actually attacking? Is it because on the elevator it doesn't count? Okay, well, I'll take the spoiled meat, I guess. Come on, boys. Am I dropping in? I guess I'm dropping in, boys. Where are we dropping? No, wait, is there... Ooh, there's wine. Bronze talk, sure. Got a health potion out of it, alright. Let's just find a spot and scooch past. Hey, the boys came out to play. There we go. Anything of note on the corpses? No, just some spoiled meat. Right, let's dig you up. Sneak damage by 60%. You want to chat? I guess not. Ah, I have to go up the slope here. Oh, it's very dark down here. Is there something down here? Doesn't appear so. No. No, can't go with that. Don't drown. Well, I guess we're going up this slope. Yes. Oh, fuck. Run away! Anything around? Well, anyone around, I guess. Frozen sword. Oh, and we're encumbered. Alright. What we got, we can get rid of. That can go. 500. Technically, we stole these. They don't actually have any real value to them either. As in bonuses or anything like that. So you know what, we'll drop you, you, and you to free up some space. And you. I guess I'm gonna have a chat with you. Also, is this our way out? Yeah, this will be our way out. Okay. Right. The boys are stuck somewhere, so I guess... Let's swap 4 of you. Alright, well, I guess we're having a chat. Have you gone... Oh. Boodle. Come on. Go after him. I mean, I can just keep cycling through these guys. So, admittedly, they don't seem to be doing much damage, do they? They're merely chipping away at him. Fine. There you go. Boodle has been bopped. Witch glass. I think we've got some witch glass, haven't we? Interact with. Do not mourn our dead, just as in childhood we do not understand sleep, so through life we edge towards the final form. Departure is natural. Life is always a gamble. No torches, no incantations, only silence and the hum. Alright. And one boy survived. Alright. Whee! Do have a level up in hand as well. Alright, we'll sort out the remaining 2 people. Everyone gets to go do their dream thing. And the problem is, if that is the case, I'm fairly sure the chief in charge of the village is just going to say, right, well, my job's done. I'm going to go and have my nap now as well. And they're not going to go to the moot either. So, do we absolutely biff it? Only 2 of the 4 tribes go?
I felt it. The weight, it is lifted. Their souls are free, and now there is only one more task to be done. You must send me to her. Wherever Sidara may be, I will follow. And I know we will be closer to Mother then.
You want me to kill you? Are you certain?
More than I have ever been. But listen, My body still clings to this world. The flesh resists what the soul has already accepted. When the moment...
So I've got to go back outside to come back in again.
Not because I wish to, but because I am still bound to this place. Still outside Sonder. Do not hesitate. Strike true. And when I am gone, let the wind carry my name to Mother.
You've been through enough. I mean, we got wrapped up in a duel. I mean, is there another way?
There is no other way. If you will not raise your blade, then I must raise mine. Not out of hate, not out of fear, but so you do not have to make the choice yourself. Forgive me.
Ooh. There we go, there's our crit. Oh, there's a hand axe around. Is there a body? Alright, well. Let's go tell him his bird is free.
Hello, it is you.
About months
Did you manage to free him from the cage?
I did.
Thank you.
Define
I hope
what the hell's
he finds
defined a
new home,
spark?
Or at least some other ravens to keep him company. And I can already feel my burden lifting. Now I can join Mother and Senya in their chamber.
Great. What was that? Create a something. Defile a spark. Creates an elemental explosion when you kill an enemy. Interesting. But it's not giving us any bonus spell power and things like that. So, also it is classed as a wand. Yeah. Okay. Right, are we just leaving now? Yeah, okay. As I say, my gut is telling me that woman's just going to want to go and have her nap now. So I don't know how we can convince her to take her tribe to the meeting? Considering she's the only one conscious as well. I guess there have been, like, random Theud wandering the world. Let's see what you have to say, then. This was your house, wasn't it? Let's throw a save in. Ingvi.
Walker in the weirdness. You return. Welcome.
The voice of the tribes calls you to the
I've
moot.
heard the voice, but I cannot answer its call. The members of the Theud tribe are preparing to fall into sleep, and it is my duty to ensure their safety while they do.
Worship a giant.
The Unvalder tribe did the same. They worshipped their giant too. We believe King Arthur entrusted us with his crown for a reason. There's always been a special bond between the Delrida and the giants, going back to the Age of Legends.
Or is it because we did his unconscious self, we have to go and fight his body? Maybe I need to go back to that house again. Arthur could prevent you from falling asleep.
Perhaps. He was the only man who could speak to the giants as an equal. But how could we find out now? The king is dead, and he's not coming back. This is our last chance to make a difference. We need to trust Mother.
How does the
That's
crown work?
not widely known. But we have our own theory. We believe Arthur bound his essence to the crown, which allowed him to communicate with the giants and gain their allegiance. However, you can't bind your essence to another being without mastering the weirdness first. That's why we believe Arthur must have uncovered the secrets of the weirdness, unlocking the mysteries of the Four-Dwellers long before he forged his allegiance with the giants.
Are you planning to dream?
I will keep watch until everyone enters the land of the dreaming. Once they fall into sleep, I'll decide whether or not to join them. I may simply become a nameless, tribeless Delrida.
So you put everyone to sleep and then disappear. Are you sure you're not running a cult here?
I'm only saying I haven't made my final decision yet.
All right. So maybe it was the physical body thing. Let's see. Quests. Keep them from entering. I must help them. It's being tracked and no, it's putting us back in there. So is there like one more person? Did we miss? Or maybe I'm supposed to speak with the Skald. Yeah, it's definitely highlighting that. Let's just double check the... Is it this one? Where we fought the zombie lady. He did say his physical body was in the same building. Okay. Nobody puts baby in the corner? Okay. Well, he isn't really here. You know what? We're just going to leave her there. Like, she's just a really big fan of Blair Witch Project, I guess. Alright, maybe we're just supposed to speak with the Skald guy. Once we did all the questy things, right? So it wasn't the boss lady. There's something else still in here. Unless the entire thing's broken and we're now soft locked. Am I supposed to chat with you?
Yes, something weighs upon you.
You spoke burdens. What is yours?
Coming of the Walker in the weirdness, and to welcome them among us.
Well, job done then.
Your arrival has lifted my burden. I have entered the dreaming. Skald shall be your guide, Walker, should you ever have need of one. Yes, and no. Surely anyone may try. Yet entry into the dreaming is not always gentle, especially for those who are unwelcome. For you, a place has been foreseen among us, though you are not of Theud. It is a great honor. Step with certainty.
Alright. Okay, no, we're getting a ping up here. We did miss a person. Oh no, is this... Rune?
Walker in the weirdness. You're here. Finally.
We missed a person in
You have
here.
to listen to me.
That's why I'm here.
I need to speak with Yngvi. But ever since the dream began, I can't leave this place. She must hear this before it's too late.
What do you want me to let her know?
Exactly the problem. Sonder is a trap. No one can go there. Especially not Ingvi. Please, I'm begging you. You have to help us.
What kind of trap?
The Giant Mother, the one we believe to be Mather, wants us to become her children, to surrender ourselves to her care. But why did we ever assume she was Mather? Our Mother Goddess was a warrior. She gave us the strength to stand against adversity, to unite against those who seek to destroy the Dalriada. And what is this dream, if not turning our backs on our kin? On the other tribes who still fight? Are we to crawl under Mother's skirts while the world burns?
I thought it was your purpose.
An escape. And now, I see it clearer than ever. If we flee into Sunder instead of standing and fighting, we are no longer Dalriada. There is no honor in this. We are on the verge of losing everything. Our identity as Theud.
Okay.
Our very souls.
With this argument, then I might be able to get at least her, if not the entire tribe, on side. What's the message?
I don't know if it'll be enough, but you have to try. Tell Ingvi that Rune reminds her of the duty of every Dalriada. We stand and fight. We dunny run. The Giant Mother is not Mather. She's nothing but a weak, selfish wretch who would see the Theud destroyed.
If I refuse, you won't enter Sonder anyway. You don't want to.
I know my plea must sound desperate. If you grant my request, I'll enter Sonder. I'll be thrown into it whether I want it or no. But if that is the only way to save the tribe, then I will do it. I will sacrifice myself for them.
Alright. Doubt is a lonely place. Oh, he's just banging on a door. Alright then. Let's head back through this and go and chat with Ingvi. And we'll bring our Skelly Bob with us. Alright. Guess what? It's me again. I've got a friend from your mate, Rune.
Walker in the weirdness.
I'm here on Rune's behalf.
Ah, Runa. I suppose that means you simply must tell me whatever it is. Just because it is his wish. He has told you, I hope, how much he longed to become chieftain. He tried everything to be chosen. One of those attempts nearly cost me my life. But among the Theud, ambition is one of the gravest sins. That is why I was chosen as chieftain. I was the only one who did not seek it.
Okay, so we can keep him trapped there. Or let her know what he said. Why accept the role if you didn't want it?
I was chosen, as is the way of the Theud. I couldn't refuse. It was the will of the tribe. As for Runa, he would have thrived as an Ulfrite. I have no idea how he managed to pass our trials. Whatever he's asked of you, know this. Runa has his own reasons for stirring up trouble. So tell me, what is it this time?
Ooh. So, do we prevent the dreaming to happen? But everybody's going to be unconscious, so it's not really going to help. But if we tell her what he said, she might stick around.
Does he now? And he's only just come to this realization. Now that he's in there, and I'm stuck here. Let me guess. He wants to switch places. To take the chieftain's seat while there's still a tribe left to lead.
knows that once I rid him of his burden, he'll be forced into the Sonder, even though he doesn't want to.
Sacrificing himself for the tribe? That is unlike Runa. It does make me wonder. You don't know Runa like I do. He would never do anything that doesn't serve his ambitions. But entering Sonder goes against his desires. And if someone like him acts against his own nature, it's worth considering why.
What will you decide?
The difference between us is that I face my challenges, while Runa flees from his at all costs. Taking him at his word would be naive, but I cannot ignore what he says. I bear a great responsibility. On the one hand, there is the myth the Theud have followed for centuries. On the other, my own doubts, and the opinion of a man who's known to work against me. Tell me, Walker in the Weirdness, you do not share our burdens. What would you do in my place?
Whatever it takes to go to the moot. Boy's going to be home from school, I guess. So you're off for today. See you tomorrow. Not sure. There's a special program at kindergarten tomorrow afternoon. Oh, okay. Well, if we don't see you tomorrow, hopefully whatever's on the docket for you goes well. And yeah, we'll see you again soon. Oh, his dad picked him up and he's dropping off. I see. Sonder seems suspicious. You should think carefully before you follow this path.
I will. You have my word. You, Walker in the Weirdness, see things in a way the Theud cannot. We've always placed our trust in intuition. And if mine tells me there may be truth in Runa's words, perhaps I should heed by it. Thank you for your involvement. My duty as chieftain is to hear the voices of my entire tribe, even those who are not respected, like Runa. You may leave me to my thoughts now.
All right. Objective complete. Let's track that. Carry burdens that keep them from... Must help them. Am I supposed to go back in then now? And tell him, alright, she's considering it. Are we going back in? Possibly. This is still all glowy, so maybe? I will say, I don't know what it is. I think a lot of the missions, the quests in this last act are a bit weak. They've not had like the same kind of impact. The characters haven't been the same really than the other two chapters.
Ingvi has proven herself a worthy chieftain. She heard my plea.
Resolve the remaining burdens. Skuld awaits me at the entrance. Alright, so I've got to go and chat with you. Oh. The entrance? Over there. Whereabouts? Of course. No map in here, is there? Is it in here or is it outside? In the real world? I think it's over there, actually. Looks like it. Yes, okay.
You have come, Walker in the Weirdness. Jarnsfor, Runa, Alfhild, Thrym. You do not yet grasp the weight you have lifted from their shoulders. No matter how great or small their burden, it still bound them, kept them from journeying towards the deepest layer of the dreaming. But now they may step into Mother's chamber, and you shall be granted this privilege as well. After all, this is why you are here, is it not?
No, it's just to get everyone to go to a moot. Want Ingvi to attend the moot.
Yes, that is why you will enter Mother's chamber, Walker. The choices that must be made shall be made within. No matter the outcome, you have the gratitude of all Theud. Were it not for you, we could not have embraced the dreaming. We could not have stood before Mother's chamber.
What awaits me in there?
You shall see my sister, Senja, and Mother, whose dreams we have shared, and in whose dreams we long to become one.
Is there anything else?
Do not fear. No harm will come to you in the dreaming.
I don't know, your mate took a swing at me with his axe.
Indeed, the time has come.
He's channeling some Jafar energy there. Indeed. Alright, well, let's enter Mother's chamber. I do have a... You know what? Let's get some other skelly bobs just in case. 3's a good minimum.
I have watched your journey, Walker in the Weirdness. I saw how you helped the lost Theud children face their burdens. The weight that kept them from entering this chamber. For that, you have my gratitude. But I know you have your own purpose. Now tell me what it is.
Need to retrieve the crown. I want Ingvi to attend the moot. Don't yet know what I want. I just keep pushing forward. I mean, I've kind of been doing that. I want to join the Sonder. First, I have a question of my own.
I welcomed you as my guest, so I will grant you this privilege. Ask then, Walker in the Weirdness.
Are you really a god? Who are you exactly? Theud told me my arrival ended the vigil and began the dreaming. What does that mean? Why have you been waiting for the Theud to join you in this place? What is the Sonder truly? Tell me about the giants. It looks like I can ask all the questions.
In your tongue, you might call me Mornrose. I was known as the Giant of Bloom and Ash. I stood beside my brothers and sisters as they entered this world. And I stood beside them when they faded into eternity, guiding them on their final journey.
Something about the end of a vigil?
Humans cling so desperately to the waking world. Your dreams are fleeting. You dream, then wake. And in doing so, you destroy what you have dreamt. The Theud follow a path to end that destruction. To stop waking. The vigil was the first step. Those brief visits prepared them for a reality beyond the waking world.
I'm pretty sure Mark Zuckerberg attempted this, didn't he? Like, wanting everybody to live in the metaverse. It sounds like she's trying to do the same. Why were they waiting for me?
Because I dreamt of our meeting, Walker in the Weirdness. I could not wait. You bring change. And in the waking world, change is the greatest force of all. The human child, Senya, the keeper of my dreams, delivered the message to the Theud. With your arrival, the dreaming would begin, and their final burdens would be cast away.
The burdens. Why did the Theud need to shed them before entering this chamber?
Nobody should fall asleep, weighed down by earthly concerns. They only bring fear and nightmares. And there are enough of those in the waking world. They have no place in the dreaming.
Why have you been waiting for the Theud?
Don't you already know the answer, Walker in the Weirdness? You see the world beyond my dreaming. It is a layer of reality steeped in suffering. A place where all that lives is doomed to perish. No civilization will endure.
But it's not about the destination, it's about the journey.
To us, the giants. And now, your own end draws near. Avalon is no longer a place that favors you.
I still don't understand why you allowed the Theud to escape.
Because we share a unique, carefully cultivated bond. Long ago, the Theud turned to me, for they saw me as a mother. They sought my guidance, and for generations, devoted themselves to drawing even closer to me. Until at last, Senya appeared, offering herself completely so that the path to Sonder might open for humanity's children. Elder Ingavi, in turn, took upon herself the burden of ensuring Sonder for all her kin. This is the nature of our bond. Both the Theud and I have given much of ourselves, despite the weight of the burdens placed upon us.
Avalon's fucked?
The Avalon you know is falling apart. Its collapse began the moment you humans set foot on this island. Your presence brought conflict, and that conflict has irreparably weakened the very foundations of this land's reality. For a short while, you delayed the inevitable. You found ways to buy yourselves more time. Even those are failing now.
So what truly is the Sonder?
Asked the Theud, then you have already heard the truth. I have not deceived them, nor have they deceived you. Sonder is both a place and a state of being. It is the deepest layer of my dreaming. When the Theud sink deeply enough into my dream, and linger long enough to reach Sonder, they cross a point of no return. They remain there forever. Finally safe, cut off from a world that races toward its own demise.
Obviously, the giants in this have a very similar look and design to like the giants in Dark Souls. And there is also very much like going into the dream, the memory of the giant also is very Souls-like as well. Tell me about the giants. Why do you remain asleep?
We swore fealty to the human king. Arthur spoke in our language, and his words were resonant, full of wisdom. He promised us an Avalon free of those who could shape reality through the weirdness, twisting it to serve their own whims. We helped him drive the Foredwellers back to Tuathan. We helped him because he showed us a vision of the world where all were equal.
Then what happened?
From the moment we bowed our heads, he ruled over us. After the terrible war, Arthur gave us an order to sleep. And so the dreaming came to be.
So, if I was to use the power of Arthur and tell you to wake up...
Then let me ask you one. What brought you before the dreamer?
I mean, ultimately, I need the crown.
You seek the legacy of the one who brought so much suffering. I do not know if you come to me searching for pain, truth, or hope. But now I understand. You need the support of the tribes to face what slumbers beneath the earth. Tell me, human child, why? Why should I stop waiting for Ingavi and release her from her journey towards Sonder? Her burden is lifted. She has no reason to remain in a world crumbling into ruin. All for the ambitions of one old man.
Theud are needed in the waking world. I need a health helmet to prevent the fall of Avalon. No.
The Theud are not needed by anyone. Gerfan clings to his dreams of unification and retribution, stubbornly picking at wounds that refuse to heal. Tell me, Walker, do you truly believe uniting the Del Rita will change the fate of this world? That marching for Camelot will break the cycle? The Theud have suffered enough. Now they have a choice. Leave this crumbling world behind, or stay and drown with it. You ask me to let them fade into nothingness. I cannot allow that. I don't want to.
Enough. There is no reasoning with the giant's stubborn nature. No matter what you say, she'll keep dragging you deeper into the labyrinth of her mind. That is why I ordered the giants to sleep. Their nature was unpredictable. They reveled in strange manipulations, willing to wager their own lives in primitive bets and frivolous games. And so, I speak. Whatever this one demands, grant it. That is the order of the king to whom you swore fealty.
I was wondering how long you would stay silent, letting the human whose body you stole speak for you. You have lasted surprisingly long. I suppose emptiness and oblivion have taught you some humility. Nevertheless, greetings, Arthur. I am glad I have finally dreamt of this moment. The moment I can tell you, face to face, that everything is your fault. Avalon is falling because you existed. Because you continue to exist. This is also the moment I accuse you of murdering my children. And the children of the other giants.
I feel like you two need like a bit of time together, couples counseling. I'm just gonna go and grab a cup of coffee.
Your human king got to know us well. When he ordered the giants to sleep, he knew that our children could not dream. Dreaming is something giants grow into with age. Having no choice but to obey, we left our children behind in the waking world. Alone, defenseless, condemned to the coldness of death. Quiestra, the child I once held in my arms, never dreamed with me. While I built layer upon layer of my dreaming, she was dying. But I had time. Enough time to dream of Sonder. A place and a state where death holds no power. There, I will dream, Quiestra. I will give shelter to the entire Theud tribe, including Ingavi. I will not abandon any more children to the waking world.
Is this true?
I have made many terrible mistakes during my reign. But I always considered what was best for my people. At least, that was my intention. I wanted to make Avalon our home, free from the plague, free from forces that would seek to oppose us. I thought that my return would restore balance, that I could prevent Avalon's fall.
Your idea of what is good is twisted, human king. As for you, mortal, yes, you need the blessing of the tribes to claim the crown. Those were the terms of the Sacred Pact, but you will have to manage without the Theud. They will all come with me into Sonder. I will care for them as if they were my own children. And I will save them from this world's corruption.
The Fall of Avalon must be stopped, and contrary to what Arthur claims, he does not need to be a part of that. Dreaming is not the only layer of reality where life and the future exist. I have walked many others. Envia has failed her duty to the tribe. Now she must fulfill her duty to Dalriata. I demand it. As one who has aided the Theud. I will wake your kin and release them from the oath they swore to the crown. I mean, all of these feel like good options. You know, if we have ultimate power, sure. We'll let you guys go.
To leave for Sonder, knowing my brothers and sisters have been freed from an order given centuries ago. Tempting. But as for your words, human child, how can I be sure you'll follow through on this decision?
You can't, but Arthur said your kind enjoyed wagers. Let's call this your final bet. You have seen what I have done for the Theud. Judge for yourself what is worth. Swear an oath. I think, again, all of these could... Do you want to make a bet on it?
Do you know, Walker, why we have always been drawn to games and wagers? Why we were willing to stake our fate on the roll of a die?
Because everybody loves the clicky-clacky math rocks.
Ours. Even as giants, we were bound by the weirdness, by those who could wield it. But a wager is freedom. In an instant, your fate is placed on a precarious scale. It is the only law that does not enslave. It allows a choice. And so, of course, I accept. Even if I never see the outcome, I will dream of all the possibility. I release Ingavi from her journey to Sonder. May she carry the burden of the Theud who remain in the waking world. But you, leave now and let us dream.
Alright. So we probably do get 3 out of 4 tribes then. And we have whispers. Oh yeah, we're back in the real world. Okay, good. We have points available. We have whispers. Let's go. Let Ingvi know. Her contract is up. She's a free agent once more. Right.
Walker in the weirdness. You return. Welcome.
Mother releases you from your obligation to enter Sonder. You may join it, but do not have to.
I don't know what to say. Has Mother sensed my doubts? My true burden? Deep down, I've always felt that Sonder was not my destiny. I envied Theud for joining One-Eye's rebellion and getting to see the world. I envied Taranis for his work with the Alchemist's Guild. Now I will have the chance to know real life. But I cannot be the elder of a tribe with no tribe. Perhaps I will join those who refused Mother's call. For the first time in my life, I feel free.
Yeah, let's get to the moot.
I don't know how Gerfan will react to an elder without a tribe. But, well, he summoned me, so I will come. There is a reason why the Theud made me their elder. My power, despised by the other Delrida, is truly unrivaled. And on the battlefield, a skilled Theud is worth 10 Volker warriors steeped in Mather's fury.
What will happen to Theud now?
We have long been divided between those who follow Mother and those who are deaf to her call. Or at least, that's what we believed. That they were cowards, unfaithful, ungrateful wretches. But I was never convinced by those words. To me, they were simply brothers who dared to walk their own path, even at the cost of eternity. Deep down, I admired them. I am still Theud, and I am young. When I come of age, I can bring more Theud into this world, perhaps even with the help of those who return home one day.
Are you not afraid they will be different from the Theud you know? How do you think the rest of the Dalriata will react?
See, but I don't truly care. They will either accept us, or they won't. But who knows? Perhaps this time we will grow closer to them. I've always thought they envied our direct connection to Mother. With Mother gone, perhaps we will finally build a true rapport.
Not afraid?
I'm certain they will be. They will believe what they choose to believe. It will be a new beginning. My role as elder was to guide the Theud of old to the dreaming. But those who come after them will live in the waking world, and I will guide them too. At last, I will be allowed to grow up. And I'll admit, I cannot wait.
Any regrets?
I know I will always wonder what Sonder would have been like. And I know my heart will grieve for my kin. But something tells me this path is not closed to me forever. If there truly is a place we go after death, perhaps it is Sonder. That would also align with Runa's claim that Sonder is a trap, and that, in truth, everyone dies before entering Sonder. Maybe he was right. If so, then when I die, my soul will awaken in Sonder. I will see my tribe again. And finally, I will meet Mother. That is what I have decided to believe. See you at the moot, Walker in the Weirdness. Thank you for everything you've done for us.
And with that, we have 3 out of 4 going to the meeting. 4,300 XP. And honestly, that feels like maybe a good spot to call it for the day as well. Little earlier than usual, certainly. But hey, we tied up a main quest line. Yep. Wait, it's saying I can deliver the offer? How's that? Well, I need to convince the Orpha tribe. Okay, no, it's saying failed there. But active objectives. Can I track this any further? No, it's just pointing towards the spot up there. So sure, we'll call it there. I mean, we could dip straight into that, I guess. But there is a bunch of other side quests we could probably go and do to level up. Because once we do that, then we're meant to head into the tunnels and deal with the giants and get the hat. So maybe we need to be a bit tougher for that. Also, I really do need to offload a bunch of stuff, because who was it that had all the cool spells? It was the guy that's taking up residence in the temple over here, isn't it? He had a whole bunch of spells. They were like 8 grand a pop. I kind of want to see what they're like. So sure. We'll deal with that.